Man, I have something special for you guys today. We have 36 Pokemon Action Flipz Series 2. Now, the Series 2, you can't find as many sales for online. But when I looked into it, one pack was sold rather recently for $15. We got 36. My girlfriend found this on a crazy deal, and we're going to be opening them. Now, as you can see, one has been opened because these were hers. I was like, hey, you bought these. Like, I don't just want to do all of them and, you not be able to open at least one yourself. So if you don't know what Action Flipz are, these are them. You have a Numel that evolves into a Camerupt. It is a lenticular little card. Each of these packs has 3 inside. We have our Pichu, Pikachu, and then Raichu. So, not a terrible one to get for the first pack to be able to get a, very, in-your-face, like, mascot of the series. But then, of course, we have our Snorunt going into our, there we go, Glalie right there. These are bigger than the original Action Flipz. I have a decent collection. I would bring them out, but just trust my word on it. These are bigger. I don't feel like going and trying to find them. They're not in the most accessible location. So any of our best ones, in my opinion, because a lot of this is going to be based on opinion, are going to go back here, and they will be replaced as I find ones that I like more. Now again, these things do have some value behind them, but which ones are valuable is a great question. If there's a Charizard in here, that'll be one of them. So let's see if we can actually open these in a way that is non-destructive to the pack itself. As you can see, she actually cut that one from the top, but I think I can just kind of pull it like this. Yeah, not working out too well. I guess we're just going to kind of go cutting them, although this one's kind of useless to do that with. Is there like a tear thing on this? No, there really isn't. They just kind of want you to go ham on it. Good thing I have a knife right here. Just keep it open at all times, just keep your opening knife in an opened position. Anyways, inside we have a Chime Echo. I saw the red and white at first and thought it was Latias and got excited. But we have a Chime Echo, and it's not actually an evolution, seeing as it's just a single Mon. There's no evolution line. I like that. He's like kind of like turned around. Actually, he's not. I think his eyes are just closed. I'm not too sure. But yeah, he's just getting all excited. Next, there's Latios. Okay. So again, when they don't have an evolution, you just kind of get like 2 poses of the same boy. Yeah, it is just 2, which kind of works better. You get a more clear image when there's just 2 as opposed to 3. Although, with these larger cards that they're using here, unlike the first series, when they do 3, it comes out much, much more clear. That's a very nice one to have. So we have our Shroomish going into our Breloom. If I ever say the name of the evolution one, like you're going to see, if I say Breloom when you're seeing Shroomish, my angle above the camera right now, I'm seeing the Breloom. It all depends on what angle you're seeing it from. So I need to make sure I try to look in the camera to see it. Camerupt, I'm sorry, you're getting replaced already with our Latios. I'm actually a huge fan of these. Also, I forgot to mention, we are not going to be opening 2 of these 36. That one looks to be in pretty decent condition. Again, these are my lady friends, not mine. As you know, on my channel, I open everything. For the most part, it's rare that I don't. But she wanted to save 1. I'm going to save 2 just in case, as much as it kind of pains me because, these are not mine. Secondly, I kind of agree with her decision to save these. These are kind of really cool. So I guess we're just going to go about just kind of cutting off the sides of these. I don't know if she wants to save all of these packs, but I'm going to try and open them in as good of a condition as possible. Oh my god, we got my boy right off the bat. There's no way he's not going in the back for the rest of this video. We have Absol. This is my absolute favorite Pokemon, ironically, absolute. Yeah, he's going in the back. I cannot be happier. That is like the one thing I wanted out of this, because this does include Gen 2. I don't know how much Gen 1 is really in here, if any. It might just be, like, Pikachu's in it because of Raichu. I don't know if they would have included it if it didn't have Raichu. We do have our Kyogre, so we have a second Legendary with only 3 packs in. Not too bad. And, oh! Okay. So it's like, you can kind of like see Pikachu kind of like sliding, and then the scene changes. That's so cool. I like this. Talo attacks. I didn't know this was a thing in here. I just like being able to see like the Pikachu kind of like sliding away. That is nuts. Okay, that makes me so happy. It probably looks so 3D on camera, at least I hope it does. Because it kind of looks 3D in person. But of course, it is just a 2D little thing. Of course, they have like info on the back, so that's R3, whereas these just kind of give you some info on the Pokemon. Of course, they would have multiple ones if there were multiple on the card. And this is different. Tailo attacks. Tailo are naturally resilient, but this particular one is tough. Can Pikachu defeat it? I'm sorry, but like Absol has got to take that Pikachu slot. But that card is just nutty. I want to get more of those. So maybe I should try to open it the way that she did, just kind of like cutting across the top, because you lose the least amount of artwork this way. I don't know, maybe I'll just go back and forth depending on the pack. Maybe I just won't show me cutting them open. Another legendary! Maybe the legendaries don't have a whole lot of value behind them. By the way, if there are prices in the video, I don't know at this stage if I'm going to be pricing them. It depends on how hard they are to value. Take them with a grain of salt. I don't know how well I'll be able to value them. Might have these like eBay listings. Maybe TCG Player does do a thing on these, but I doubt it. But Rayquaza boy. Then we have our, hey, not bad. We have a Torchic with our Combuskin, and of course our Blaziken right here. Maybe it's easier to see that way. Again, it's all about the angle. That's kind of angled down to see him. And we have our Shedinja and Nincada. So it looks like it's just the two of those, Shedinja and Nincada. Very cool looking background on this boy. So yeah, as we go, I am going to be moving a little bit faster. I'm sorry if that annoys anybody. But I don't want to drag this video out longer than it needs to be. So we have a Seviper right here.
Focus on him, Jesus, show him in frame, oh my god.
So we have a Seviper, you know, our little cousin to our Arbok. Then we move on to a Spinda, little dizzy boy. Imagine just being dizzy your entire life. And we have a Bagon, Shelgon, and a Salamence, which is, you know, definitely a fan favorite, but I still like that Latios more. He's holding his ground for now. He'll be nudged out eventually. Again, if I put these back here, it's not due to value reasons. All right, our next pack. We have a Relincanth, little ugly fish. Going on to our Beautifly with our Wurmple and Silcoon. And lastly, our Delcatty and Skitty. Well, come on, don't unfocus now. Don't do it right here at the end. We have Skitty and a Delcatty. So is Milotic Gen 3? Because, like, that's Relincanth, right? Right? So, like, I guess he didn't have an evolution in Gen 2. Maybe I'm just completely wrong. Maybe I'm getting everything mixed up today. Who knows? All right, we have a... I don't know how the hell to say your name. We have the little glowing bug boy. Ilamise? I don't know. Another Relincanth, so we get our first duplicate, I do believe. And a Beautifly, Silcoon, and Wurmple. Another duplicate in this pack. I have to wonder how, like, on average, how many packs of this would you have to open in order to get every single one? I'm not, like, expecting that to happen in my lifetime, but maybe it could happen. Maybe I could achieve it. So we have a Plusle, and he is alone. So I always like them to put Plusle and Minun together. I'm happy that they didn't, because it means that we get another one of these really well done multi-art ones. So maybe you can get the Minun as well with that. We have a Lileep evolving into the Cradilly, however you want to say it. Going on to our Kecleon, little boy that I use so much. I think it was in Black and White. I used him as my, like, catching Pokemon, like trying to complete the Pokédex. He was just, because, you know, you could teach him, like, whatever the hell moves you want. Next pack. Let's slice her there across the top. And yes, I'm being careful that I slide the things down before I cut it. I'm not going to cut any, I hope. We have another duplicate here with our Combuskin, Blaziken, Torchic. We have our Nincada and Shedinja again. And we have a Torkoal. Not a bad-looking little fire turtle, if I say so myself. And I do say. It's so hard to not talk when I'm cutting these open, because normally I like to talk while I'm opening packs, so that way I don't have to cut that part out or just leave dead silence in. But in this case, I just don't want you guys to, you know, have to watch me cut open so many packs. Anyway, we have a Duskull and a Dusclops. Going on to a Wynot and a Wobbuffet. Probably a fan favorite at one point in time. Don't know if he really is today. And Groudon. We have our ground earth-shaking boy. So yeah, with there being 36 packs, even though I'm not opening 2 of them, and I know it upsets me to an extent, but keeping some preserved, I perfectly understand. Again, I would probably do the same thing, personally, but I wasn't the one who had to make that decision, thankfully. Focus. We have an Electrike and a Manectric. We have a Clay Doll and Baltoy, okay. And a Cast Form, our little Weather Boy, with his weird, like, breastises. Yeah, with there being 36 packs, this is like a booster box. Like, I'm assuming that the boxes that these were sold in actually had more than 36, because these packs aren't very thick. But for the regular TCG, I mean, these are, that's the equivalent of a whole booster box. Focus. We have a Walrein and Safil. Come on now. I know they're lenticular and it's hard to focus on, but you can handle it, little Sony camera. We have a Mudkip, Marshtomp, and 2 Swampert. Definitely a fan of the Swampert. And we have Exploud. Let's see here. Yeah, Whismur, Exploud, and then Loudred. That's the one whose name I couldn't remember. Yeah, not too bad. We still have a decent amount to go through here. We are still a while till the end of the video. I'm happy. This is just a crazy amount of these. And, like, getting 36, like, especially, again, I'm not going to go, naming the exact price that we spent, but I'll tell you, it was something killer. Sometimes I hate whenever, like, I'm watching one of these videos and they mention the crazy deal that they got, like, the exact value. Because it's like, man, I missed out on that. So I don't usually like to do that too often. So we have a Regice, another legendary. Is he a legendary or mythical? I don't know. I refer to mythical and legendary as just legendary. We have a Pelipper. All right, Pelipper with a little Wingull. And a Plusle again. I want the Minin. All right, I would give my camera a short break to make sure it won't overheat on me, and I went ahead and pre-opened a handful of packs. It's not all of them, but I did, do a couple here. It's actually a majority of what we have left. But don't worry, I didn't take any sneak peeks, so I still have no clue what we're going into. I just figured it would make this go by a bit faster and easier. So we have a Mawile, not a bad little clampy boy. We have a Huntail going into a Clamperl. And a Mightyena and Poochyena. Definitely a good set of dogs, even though I don't think they're really that useful in the games. I've never really had great success with using them in combat. I'm sure they have some use. I'm sure competitive players out there can prove me wrong. But I still like them, even though I don't really use them much in the games. We have a Carvanha into a Sharpedo. A Shuppet into a Banette. And Absol again. All right, getting rid of Latios. No, we're not doing that. I am surprised that nothing, in my opinion, has succeeded that Latios yet. Like, maybe I could have put the Salamence there, but I don't know. It's a pretty even thing for me when it comes to those two. Sharpedo and Carvanha again. We have a Banette and Shuppet again, and another Absol. Okay, not mad. Even if they were all duplicates. How many even come in these? Does it say? Okay, so they're only 76, and then 6 rare 3D randomly inserted. So that's one of the ones that we got. It's one of those 6. Okay, but getting 76 in the 6 rare ones can't be that unachievable of a goal at the price we paid. We have a Metacham with a Metatite right there, a Crawdaunt and Corphish, and a Solrock. Nice little rocky boy. I need to figure out how I'm going to store these things. I want to keep them nice and protected. We have a Corphish and Crawdaunt again, a Solrock again, and a Regirock. Okay, we got another Reggie. That's a weird pose, but can't be too mad. It's another Reggie. We're starting to get lower on packs here. We're starting to get lower. We have a Clamperl and Huntail. I would love to get into one of those 3Ds. We have a Poochyena, Mightyena again, and a Hariyama. Coming on, we have a Kecleon. A Registeel. All right, we have all of the base Regis, I do believe. Yeah, we got the Registeel. Cool. And we have a Ralts, Curlia, and Gardevoir. The God of War. I feel like every Pokemon player has made that joke at one point or another. You know what? We're just gonna upside down. Well, I guess you can still see the Pokemon I did upside down. We're just gonna do these two combined. Why not? Speed this one up a little bit. We have a Wailord and a Wailmer. We have a Dusclops, not too bad, with a little Duskull. A Groudon again. a Spinda, a Bagon. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna put Salamence back there. Might as well, right? I mean, he's still definitely a fan favorite. Although, what does he look like from this angle? Is that Shellos? It's showing there. Not Shellos. What the hell it's called? Bagon. Focus on little Ludicolo here. He's a new one. We need to show the one that we don't. It's not a duplicate yet. We have the Lotad, Lombre, and Ludicolo. I actually loved Lombre as a kid, and then Ludicolo was just kind of like, yeah, he exists. God, look at this stack. I'm just going to start stacking them up here. Now I'm not going to do that, but look at that, man. I actually really love these action flips. I would still love to get more of the original Series 1, but I don't have any Series 2 at all, so it's kind of nice to... Oh, hey, there's a Beautifly. I don't think we've done Beautifly yet, have we? But it's still nice to have a collection of these. I think I would personally still prefer the first series because I do like Gen 1 more. But of course, you know, it's what I grew up with. I'm going to like it more. That's kind of natural. Another Latios. Okay. And we have a Shroomish. Okay, no, it's Feebas, not Relincanth. Okay. I knew it was a dumb fish that evolved into Milotic. I was just thinking of the wrong ugly one. So there's the beautiful Milotic with its rather ugly form, the ugly duckling, if you will. Chimecho, and another Latios. The second I take Latios to the background, I just start getting more and more of it. Alright, next pack, we have another Torchic, Combuskin, Blaziken, Focus, Shedinja, and another Torkoal. All duplicates in that one as well. That's obviously to be expected. Let's see. We have Focus, a Delcatty, okay, another one I don't think we've done yet, Swablu and Altaria. Then Roselia, okay, not a bad little cheerleader here, look at it go, he is cheering me on. I couldn't even tell you what accent that is. Whatever it was, I did it poorly. We have Metatite and Metacham again, focus on it, come on. We have a Corphish and another Soul Rock. I feel like we're still missing a fair amount, let alone those others. So we are down to, how many packs did I not pre-open? That is 6. All right. We're down to the last 6 packs. We're nearing the end here, and don't worry, I put those 2 that I wasn't going to open on my computer desk, which is literally to my right. Now, I didn't save any particular pack for last, but I am not going to be opening up, like I'm not going to be pre-opening our last pack. We are going to do that all in one go for hopefully a good luck on our final pull here, our final drawing, I suppose. It's more like a lottery. We have a Spinda, another Salamence, and another Ludicolo. Our next pack, we have another one of these. These are so common as much as I like their background. We have another Relincanth and another Beautifly. So many duplicates. Obviously, it's... oh, shit. That's obviously going to be expected. I mean, we did so many packs. We have another Groudon. Come on, show him. So we have another Groudon. Ooh, okay. Sceptile and Grovyle and Trico. Definitely one of the better starters, in my personal opinion. And we have Enkata and Ninjask. Definitely a nice one. Let's see, we have another Ninkata and Shedinja. Focus. We have another Torkoal and a Nose Pass. So this is before Probo Pass, it seems? I keep forgetting which Pokemon, like, evolutions came in which generation. Yeah, I guess that was before Probo Pass. That's weird. That felt like such a natural evolution. You would think Probo Pass would have just always been there. Focus. We have a Ninjask and Enkata, a Camerupt and Numel, and another Pikachu, Raichu, and Pichu. I'm guessing that's a more rare one. Not only have we not gotten many, but it's also, you know, like the mascot. They're probably going to make it a bit more rare. But this right here is our last pack. And depending on how things go, this could even be the last one that I ever do of these. Like I said, they're expensive. And I don't know if I'd be willing to pay the usual price. For all I know, what we paid was actually more of a realistic price. And they're just not listed that often. And so, you know, the Series 2 as opposed to the Series 1. So the one that I saw that was sold, was only one that was sold. Every other one that was sold was Series 1. So I'm going off of a one-person example of them selling for $15. So for all I know, they're not worth much of anything. But if they are valued around 15 each, again, I'll try and get a better estimate for how much the packs are actually worth. then I don't know if I'll be buying them that often. But we did get a Mudkip, Marsh Stomp, and Swampert, so not too bad. An Exploud, Whismur, and Loudred, and a Spoink and a Grumpig. So we're definitely missing some, especially out of those rare 6 ones. Alright, it took a little while, but I organized all of these. They do appear to be going in Pokédex order. But again, there are 76 cards. And I was curious, well, flips. I was curious as to how many we are missing. And we're actually missing more than I thought. We are missing a total of 22. That's actually not too bad, if I'm being honest with you. Only missing 22 isn't that bad out of 76. Maybe I'll throw a percentage here if I feel like doing the math. But that is only out of the base action flips. Out of the 3D ones, of course, there are 6, and that means that we are missing 5. If I were to want to complete this whole thing, and I were to manage to get more packs, I would probably just buy these individually, try to get the cards that I am missing, out of the 76 cards out of packs, but then just buy these, because your chances of pulling them, I mean, we had 36 packs. Granted, we didn't open 2. There's a chance one of these was in there, but so out of 34 packs, we only got 1. Not the best odds and not the best way to get these. Buying these individually is probably the better method. Either way, this was a very, very cool video in my opinion. I love these things. I'm so happy I was able to do more. I have so many more of these Series 2 than I have of the Series 1 now because of this one video. Either way, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I very much appreciate it. And if you are already subscribed, then thank you very much for doing so. Sorry my voice sounds like it's a little bit out. I really need a drink. Hopefully, I will see all of you next time. Goodbye for now.